You like motorcycles? What about high-speed driving while you're shooting? So let's talk about it, dudes. Runner is a first-person motorcycle shooting arcade game that embraces the unique visual styles of a late 1980s anime. It has free-form 360-degree shooting, fast motorcycle combat with full maneuvering control, unlockable bikes with unique attributes and abilities, intuitive gameplay with upgradable sidearm mobs, combine mountain gun upgrades to make your own unique weapons, utilize the missiles and grenades as part of your arsenal, deflect incoming fire with the energy saber, time bending special moves with rush mode, 7 generated levels unique to every playthrough, high speed encounters with varied enemies, chain together combos for scores, intense boss encounters, fully voiced narrative single player experience from the voices of Steve Blum, Sadra Saad, and Richard Esquika, multiple difficulty and comfort options with hidden trophies and global leaderboards, dynamic soundtrack by Fat Bod, including a free graphic visual novel, fully voiced by a veteran cast, and a VR compatible visualizer core soundtrack application. So now with all the facts of the game out of the way, let's get into the real reason you clicked on this video for my thoughts, overall impressions, and review. So Runner on one hand is amazing with the blazing speeds, the mobs and the guns, the saber, the graphics, the aesthetics, the music. But then on the other hand, it's frustrating, difficult. Despite the easy mode offered, most bosses seem unfair. Seems way too long, the levels last way too long, despite the devs saying otherwise. It has questionable design choices, like for example, I'm a righty, so I predominantly use my right hand, but playing with this mode I steer with my left. But if you were to switch hands and start shooting with the left, you cannot steer the bike with the right hand. That in my opinion is doo-doo-fied garbage, shit turds wrapped with blankets, asinine trashified, dookie butter on top of some crispy shitty chips, trashified, assified. Despite that flaw, there will be a time when you're playing through the game without spoilers that there's some weapons that aren't good against certain bosses that will stun your playthrough, which I had to find out actually from the devs themselves. And like I said, no spoilers. There should be something in game with a hint or a pop-up saying, hey, that these weapons don't work with these bosses, or some weapons are better than others for certain levels. But whatever may be the case, in my opinion, this applies to me only personally, but I wish you could pop out a full wheelie. They said you could do a tiny wheelie. I looked at the game, that shit ain't no wheelie, bro. That shit just revs the bike and it revs the bike. But I want a full-on wheel. I want to pop that bitch in the air and like, that's just me. I know it's not a motorcycle racing game, so that shit only applies to me. It's a missed opportunity that I thought could be incredible. The performance of the game is smooth. I haven't had any hiccups, not any glitches, except for the one time I spawned too close to the bike and I just held down the normal reset button and it got fixed. The length of the game determines basically on how quick you complete the levels and attune for its difficulty. If you play it on easy, you may get 2 to 3 hours out of it. If you play it like it's supposed to be played, and you could probably get 5 or 6 hours if you get stuck on a few bosses like I did. And overall, I did enjoy my time with Runner. It's not a fantastic, excellent game, but it's not fully trash. It's just kind of mediocre, but it is at least worth a shot to pick it up and play it and try it if you haven't experienced it yet. We here at NGI give Runner on the PSVR2 a 7 out of 10. Make sure you stay up to date with all the latest in gaming tech news and reviews. Smash that like, and as always, subscribe. God bless and peace.
I think that done it for me, guys. I gotta take a break, dude. I gotta stop.
Yeah, I want a Pop-Tart, bitch. I want a Pop-Tart.